Okay, today I want to go over my ACME Rollette machine, which I recently got. I've been working on it a few days. Everything is working on it. It's a beautiful machine, one of my favorite EM machines, one of the more complex ones. We'll go through it and look at on the inside of it and just give you a good run through of how it operates. It is a 25-cent machine. This is your selector button, which will cycle through all the bets that you can make on the betting field. The machine will allow you to bet the numbers head up or straight up, which will pay 36 to 1. Or you can bet, odd or even, or red and black, which pay 2 to 1. Or, you can bet a row of numbers there. It's pretty faithful. It's pretty, standard roulette, except you can't bet corners and you can't bet multiple coins on a number head up. You can only bet one quarter on that. On the other bets, you can bet up to 47, and I'll show you how that works. So let's play one time. We can move our selector. We haven't played any coins, so we'll move our selector to a number. Let's go with 19. We're going to put in a quarter, and you'll see my make other selections light will come on. The 19 will stay lit until we push the button. Let's go 14. Put in a quarter. And so we've got two numbers playing. Now we'll go back. Let's go over to some of the side bets, like odd, for example. You can bet odd or even. You can't bet both, but you can bet up in as much as you like, up to 47 coins. So on odd, you'll see in our little window, I'm going to drop in some quarters, and it will rotate. Let's play an even 10, so we remember what we played. All right, so we've got 10 bet on the odd side. Now let's go over and let's bet red. So the same thing on red. Let's get we're gonna drop some quarters in that. All right, so we got 10 on red and 10 on odd. So that'll give us a good chance of winning. So once we're satisfied with our bets, we come over and hit the red button, and that shoots the ball out. And the ball will go around, and it landed on red. So we should get 20. What was the number? It was red odd. So we won on the red and the odd button. So we come in here, and these are the quarters we've won. We've won 40 quarters. So that's a good payoff. Now, I think that's the basic play. I think it's a little more interesting to see the inside. So let me get all these quarters up. I should have put those in let me pick up all these, because I'm going to lift up the hood and let you see underneath. Actually, let's open up the front. So when we open up the front, the main thing on the front side is the hopper. Now this hopper is pretty famous. It's a huge hopper. You saw how fast it was able to pay out 40 coins. Beautiful design. When the machine failed, the story goes that the hopper technology and the hopper patents were sold to Bally, and that's what they used in their Money Honey slot machine, which kind of was the first slot machine to offer massive payouts. And the way they were able to do that is they had a hopper that could handle that kind of payout. So that's really, you got your coin-in mechanism and the hopper, which also serves as your payout. And then when that overflows, you have a cash bag down here that will catch the overflow. But this hopper will fill up with probably around 300 coins, which will be enough to pay out and keep the game going. Let's move over to the other side. And on the other side, you see most of your relays. And let me see if we got enough light. But you have, really, I say 4 sections. You've got, this is your selector section. Let me see if I can get in here. This is connected by this rod, so when you turn the selector, these are making all of your selections. You see how that's moving as I move around. So that's your selector stepper. Then underneath that is the winning ball detector. When the ball is shot out, this will start turning, and it's searching for an electrical signal. Now, when the ball drops, these little spindles will, whatever number the ball presses, will complete electric circuit and send a little signal here, which is picked up by these little wires, which is then sent over here. And as this thing rotates, this arm rotates, when it detects that signal, it's going to stop. And that's going to be on the winning number. That, in turn, is going to signal this stepper to turn, which is the payouts. And it's basically going to look for payouts on the number. I mean, if the number is electric, is activated, then it knows to pay out 36 coins. If it's the red black or the odd even or whatever bet, it will know that and signal and pay out accordingly. Send it back to the hopper. These relays are all the relays, the number 20, 19, 18, all the numbers, so that when you choose the number here and drop a coin, this is going to activate this relay. And I'll show you that. I'll kind of show you all of that. I'll try to show you all that at one time. So let's go back over here. And since we're on the number 7, I'm going to drop in a coin. And you will see, as you see the number 7, let me see if I can show you how that's going to work. You see the number 7 here. You can see how nothing is tripped right now. Watch when I drop this coin. So you heard that, and then you can see where the number 7 tripped. So every coin you put in to the corresponding number, it will trip that relay, and it's going to wait for that until the winner is determined. Now I'm going to try to move this over. I need to get something that we can put in because I want to show you the hopper. All right, even. All right, let's go for even. So I'm going to come over here and drop a bunch of coins on the even side. Hopefully we can get them. Let's do a few more. All right, so that's 15, and then I'd like to try to play either black or red. So let me go back over here and manually turn this. There we go, we got black. So now let's drop a bunch of coins into black. So hopefully with all this we'll get a winner. So we're gonna go over here and push our red button. Shoot our ball. And let's see if we can get the hopper to black. We should have a winner. We actually won because it's even and black. And we paid 40 coins out real quick. So you can see as the coins come by and hit this little trigger, that's how it's counting. But you can see how fast it paid 40 coins. So that's kind of how that works. Now, let me show you one more time on the other side. We'll just play one coin. All right. Now it's shooting the ball. And as you can see, the detector's going around waiting for the winner to be determined. All right, it stopped, so it knew the winner. And everything reset, you heard that, and then we play another game. So kind of how it works. I went through it kind of fast, but I think you get the overall feel for it. Really nice, fun machine to play. Everybody understands it. Everybody understands how to play. I think that's the appeal of it. I think I told you, why did the machine fail? Well, my guess is that this machine, and again, think back to the 60s. It's basically a one-person machine. There's only one hopper. There's really only one person that can play this machine at one time because you can't keep up with the bets. On a table roulette game, of course, one dealer can handle, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 players with different colored chips, and they can keep everything straight. But on this machine, my guess is, it was expensive to make, and only one player could play it at a time, so you lose the social aspect of roulette. And I just think it wasn't popular with the casino executives. But it's a fun machine to play, really fun machine to play. I think that's it. 1960 ACME Rollette machine. If you ever get a chance to get one, I would highly suggest it. If you have any questions about your machine or any comments, please leave them. And thanks for watching.